record in computer. Fine. Now the session is recording. So just now I deleted a configure. So whenever you are opening servers, it looks like this. It's look like like this. So no server is available. So you are already downloaded Tomcat server from C, and also I will give I will open the Tomcat server where we need to download. So if you just I want the record purpose, but for reference I am seeing Tomcat server downloaded. So you can go to Apache link. In the Apache link, it is showing 64-bit version, say right, 64-bit Windows version. You need to click this. Of course, it will be downloaded here. So after that, from the downloaded link, you need to copy in our C drive, and C drive you need to change the folder name, the Tomcat 9 something, the version. You can take the Tomcat 9. So obviously, whatever we are downloading, maybe this will be so Tomcat 8.5. We can download 9, no issue. So like that, we can copy this folder and we can expand this, and you can just simply the version name you can write like this. Now you coming into the STS, right? So why we need server? Our application is a web application. To run our application, we need a platform called web container. So Tomcat is the one of the web container to run web applications. So so that is the reason we taken Tomcat. So like this here, I have all the servers like this. See, Oracle, I already told you, Oracle WebLogic server, IBM WebSphere, and the Cloud Foundry, some Cloud Foundry related servers. So Pivotal related servers. So all the servers are there, and also Apache related servers are there. So in the Apache, we need to whatever the version, respective version, we need to select here and configure and add this. This is what we need to take from the C drive and Tomcat. You can select the Tomcat folder. So now finish. So you can finish now. So now the server is coming now, right? So okay, fine. We are ready with the server. Now we are simply Spring MVC, a simple MVC application we are writing now. So I already told you the new Maven project. So where it is a Maven project is there. So click on the Maven project. So instead of clicking a dynamic project and also after that you need to if it is a dynamic project, you need to click on the Maven project. So instead of that, you can directly select the file new Maven project. It will show. And also STS also you need to download this STS. I will give the link also 3.99. If you want to show this, what is the STS version? If you go Windows help about this STS Spring tool. So if you click on that, this is the 3.99 release. This is the link STS tools. So from there you can download. So like this we can see the our STS version. So now you can go to the to create our application. So file new and Maven project. So file new Maven project. Next. So I already told you. So Maven archetype 1.0 web app. Maven archetype web app. So next, I'm clicking next. Now you need to give the group ID. I already told you group ID is nothing but our base package name. Base package name. com dot 2021 batch. I can give that 2021 batch. So this is our company. 2021 batch is the company, and Spring MVC. So this is the package. So this is the base package. You can enter here the base package here. Yeah, base package. You can give the artifact ID is nothing but a project name. So our project name. So you can give 2021 hyphen. We can name our batch name as this is the series of our projects. 2021 March hyphen. After that project name will be started. So this is series we need to find from the GitHub repository. it will be very easy to us to follow or download the projects. So 2021 March, project 1 hyphen Spring MVC. So project 1, project 2, project 3 series will be started. So and also I can give the project 1 is the first. Yeah, project 1 2021 March and Spring. So Spring MVC, Spring MVC, you can give the project name, artifact name. So invalid package name. So what is the invalid package name? So invalid package name it is giving. So actually package name we should not give the numbers. So that is the reason it is invalid. So com.ma.ch March dot com.march. So it will be valid, I think. Yeah, so we should not give the numbers, it should be the string. Fine. So com.march batch dot spring MVC. Fine. So now I am finishing the project. So once we finishing the project, automatically it will load, it will download respective dependencies, and so it will give like this only. By default it not come the Java main, it is coming the SRC main resource. We can add, no issue. So here you can delete the index page. So we are not using any front-end JSP pages, simply delete. Fine, right? So now you can add package, you can add package. So where SRC main Java, so you can remove the up to main. So you can add Java here, automatically the Java SRC main Java will come. So now it is coming. See, whenever I am adding a Java, it is coming. Now you are perfectly, the project check is perfectly fine. One is SRC main Java, one is SRC main resource. Fine. So now if you see here, it is showing 1.5 Java version. By default it will take 1.5. You need to update the Java which is installed in your system. So properties, build path, so Java, right? Before that Maven project facts. So project facts, in the project facts it will ask Java. So here 1.5, you need to select 1.8. Automatically it will take from the environment variables. So you know how to give the Java path, should I tell?
I think so we are fine.
Okay. Raju. So what about Ellen and Somesh? You know, right? Java to give the Java path in environment variables. You know, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, fine. So it will automatically take. Now it is changed 1.8, right? So fine. So now if you see property build path again, properties build path. So build path, the see 1.8 is updated. Fine. So you need to add these Maven dependencies as well as 1.8. Apply and apply close. Fine. Now you can open the see here by default it will come as a Java, right? So in the Java, see it is giving build also. So it is given the build also name, and also we have a base package here, and here we have a JUnit. So we need to add our Spring MVC, Spring Web MVC, Spring dependency. So directly you can go, no need to copy anywhere. Directly you can go, and here Spring MVC Maven dependency, directly search Google. So Maven repository will give. So this is the Maven repository. You can open Maven repository. You are able to see, right? Okay, fine. So here all the Spring versions are there. So you need to take the before latest. Why? Because we don't know how many less people are using, right? So we need to prefer more people are using. So Jan. So this is the little bit old of new version. So you need to take this one. So based on the users, more number of users, simply. So copy that and copy here. This is enough for our project. So let me okay, fine. So we are adding Maven dependency also, 5 related 5.x. Fine. So now you can create a one class. So that class is nothing but a controller. That class is nothing but a controller. EMPLO by employee PROLLER controller. So employee controller. So if you made this class as a controller, so and also we didn't give the package, right? So that is the reason it is not showing any package. It is by default, it is taking a default package. So you need to give the package also. So you have to click on the no, you can create the package. So we need to maintain some package, right? So package. So whatever we have the package, let me copy the base package. The same base package I want to maintain. So here.
In package, it will give refactor. Refactor from package.
Refactor, but if you have any name, it shows refactor. It is not showing a refactor here.
Oh, okay.
Right, rename here.
Yeah.
So it already existing name it will give. See, if you refactor here, it will show rename.
Okay.
So existing one. So default, right? This is not a package. So by default, system is considering that means ID. So package. You can use this package and you can move this class into this package automatically. That will go. So it is coming here. Let me copy. So now default package will be disappeared. Okay. Because of we are not creating a package, the itself it is giving a default package. Now fine. So we need to paste. Why we need web.xml and why we need dispatcher servlet.xml, I will tell you. First of all, we have a dependency. We have a simple controller. Now the package is coming here. So if you want to make this class as a controller, you need to use controller annotation. So then only Spring will register when we are running this application. Spring will register this as a controller because of this annotation. So Spring container internally register this class as a controller. So now we can write I will tell you the magic of here. First of all, I am writing string greet. So inside that at the rate path variable. So we are giving some path variable string name. So fine. So this is the path variable string name I'm giving. So this is the return type string, right? So that is the reason it is giving error. We need to write a return. First of all, return null. By default I'm giving. Later we can change the what is the return type. So now we need to give the request mapping to the this method. So then only the controller, the request will come here. Otherwise, there is no request. The Spring container don't know the request where should go. So that is the reason we are giving a request mapping at the rate request mapping. So inside that, if you see here, inside open and closed and a control tab, if you click control tab, it will automatically shows the what are the parameters we need to use. So value is the request mapping. So if you click the value, automatically in here, hello, I'm giving hello. So after that, just I put a comma and again control tab, it will give the respective values. So method, so method is nothing but what are the values. So get, so method type is the get, it is taken. After that, comma control tab, it will show producers. We are producing, which means we are populating the response from here. So that is the reason we need to use producers. If it is a file loading or something like that, we can consume use. So producers. So producers media type. So here we need to give the media type. Media type. So see here it is the media type. Here is the media type. You need to use the ORG Spring Framework HTTP type, HTTP protocol. So what output we need to give through the this protocol. So that is string related media type you should use instead of AWT. So Spring media type dot, it will give the application by JSON value. So application JSON value. Fine. Now I'm saving. So up to here, fine. So let me construct our string output string equals to hello, welcome to our first Spring MVC SPRING Spring MVC project. Let me give name. So just this is a greeting, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is a greeting. And print whatever we are just I want to check whether the control is coming here or not. Output. Just I want to give some output string. So whatever we are giving, the same here printing here. Then we are returning to the front end. So if we are able to get or not, we need to check whether the request is coming or not. We need to check now. So up to here, our class or our implementation is completed. So request mapping based on the request handler. So handler mapping is there, right? So with the help of handler mapping, the dispatcher servlet will throw the request here. So this is the get type. So obviously we will return whatever we are preparing or whatever we are getting a response. So this is the simple class. So that is the reason we are preparing response here. If it is a project, we need to get this response from service. From service we need to get from the repository. From repository we need to connect the database. So like that we are usually we get the output like that. But this is our intention is in this class we need to check how the MVC flow is working. So after that we will step into next step to writing different layers, service and repository layers. So before that, we need to check how the request and response is working from this application. Fine. So this is fine. So now, if you want to run this application, if you want make this application to be run perfectly, you need to add deployment descriptor of this project. Why? Because this is not a Spring Boot, so that it is not a by default. It is not configuring anything about this project. So we need to give the web.xml. So whenever we are deploying this application, Tomcat server will looks and search where is deployment descriptor. Deployment descriptor means this project definition, this project main class, where it is, it will look like this. It will search. So that is the purpose we need to give the web deployment descriptor is nothing but web.xml. So in the main web app, this is the web application, right? So that is the reason web app. So in this web deployment descriptor. So now we have only display name only. So we need to have servlet name and servlet name and servlet mapping here. So let me open this project and let me copy that just that file. So open this project. So here source main and deployment descriptor. First of all, just I want to add this one. So here I'm copying. So here I'm copying. Fine. So servlet.xml dispatcher. This is the configuration file. So after that, we need to create a we need to scan the project component scan. We need to scan this class. So whatever we are writing employee controller. So I want to scan this class by defining some configuration file. So by defining some configuration file. So based on this configuration file only, Spring container will read and load the packages. So for that, so we need to have some configuration file related to these Spring classes. So that is nothing but a dispatcher-servlet.xml. So dispatcher means this is the dispatcher. Automatically the Tomcat server will look this. If the based on the servlet name using prefix, is there any configuration file is there in the resources in the web lineup folder? If it is there, automatically it will load. So that is what the will do the Tomcat internally. So that is the reason we need to give the dispatcher.servlet.xml. Servlet means our servlet class, servlet application. So on top of servlet only the Spring is coming, right? So Spring framework. So that is the reason we need to give the servlet. So dispatcher servlet. So here simply context annotation config. So a container, you need to consider my classes when I'm defining on top of method. If I defining any annotation, if I define any annotation on top of class, this context is related to annotation configuration. You should consider For that, we need to give the annotation config. So through annotations, we are configuring our class as a bean, and also component scan. So component scan in the sense, so whatever we are writing our classes inside the packages, inside these packages. So this class should be a component of the Spring application. So that is the reason I am giving base package. So based on the base package, it will automatically read these components. So when we are calling our class is component, if you are defining any annotation related to Spring on top of class, it will be a Spring component simply. So component is nothing but a class that is recognized by the Spring application or Spring container. So now, so you need to give our base package. What is our base package? Our base package is com dot March batch Spring MVC. So com dot March batch. Sorry. Fine. Now I'm going to close this project. I don't want this now. Yeah, fine. Some class is added. I'm deleting. Now, see,
Raju, sorry to interrupt. What is that context component scan? What is that part?
Yeah, context component scan. See, context is nothing but a scope of project. Okay, scope of project. So annotation config is nothing but we are doing a annotation config of our programming style. Annotation config. So this is the annotation config. So we are telling here, hey, a Spring container, we are using annotation config. You need to consider that. Simply, we are using a annotations. Just simply, you should be aware of what I'm using. This is what
context. Okay, just to import that annotations, you are using this one.
Correct. Yeah. So simply, we are telling to Spring container. A component scan is nothing but here whatever the classes in our application, if you defined any annotation on top of class, this will be the Spring bean or Spring component. So this is, if it is a Spring component, we need to load or we need to scan this. We need to scan this, which means the Spring need to scan this class. So it is a component, right? So we need to give the component scan of base package. So inside this base package, automatically scan all the classes when the application is running, right?
Okay, cool.
Yeah, fine. See, context is nothing but a scope of this application. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now. Yeah. Okay. So now our all configurations are done. So one is we are telling, hey, Spring container, you need to consider our objects, our configuration files through my classes of my components, and also you need to read dispatch servlet is my front controller. So Spring org.springframework.web.servlet.dispatch servlet is my front controller. So that whenever it is loading, the dispatch servlet will take care of your request and responses. So now this is the pattern of Spring MVC. Fine. So now just I'm cleaning this project. So run as clean. So just cleaning. Whenever you are cleaning, it will automatically clean the project. Whenever you are installing project, it will automatically download the dependent jar files of this project. So just first time it will download. So build failure. So instead of JRE, it is instead of JDK, it is showing JRE. So you need to give the path of JDK instead of JRE. So simply your properties. So libraries. Libraries edit. Just I'm editing. So this is showing a JRE, right? So we need to give the JDK. So environment variables. So Java 8. So this is also, it is showing JDK only. Let me alternative JRE installing directory. Just me open. So here JRE is showing. So we should not give the JRE. We need to give the JDK. Just I'm adding. So adding, I'm going standard virtual arguments. So installing directory. So whatever, wherever it is installing C, programming files, first time it will ask. So by default, programming files, Java, JDK, you need to give the JDK path. So here it is automatically taking. So now you can finish. So instead of JRE, you need to give the this one, you need to remove that one. So you can, first of all, you need to remove this one. Remove. Now automatically JDK will take. Apply and close. You can finish. So it is JDK, updated JDK instead of JRE. So JDK will come up, JRE plus JDK. JRE will come alone, JRE only. JRE will come alone JRE. So that is the reason it is not compiling the code. So now it is uploading. So let me run, let me installing again. Let me install again. So now it will be work. It should work. So build success. Fine. Now I'm running our application. Now I'm run as server. Run on server. So next, the project 2021 March Spring MVC, it is taken, finish. So fine. So let me clear the console. Application is started. So let me give the our path. What is the path? This is the path. So slash hello.
Hello. Yeah, slash
Yeah,
hello.
I'm able to hear. Yeah,
Okay.
slash hello. So and also we need to give the MVC. Okay,
Yeah.
MVC. So here slash MVC. That is URL pattern. Slash MVC. Sorry, slash hello. HELLO hello. So let me click. So we are not able to get the name of for the method. Yeah, name for the method, right? So if you see here, we missed something. So here, so it is a path variable, right? We didn't give the path variable here. So we need to give the path variable first. So here name. So then only it will take dynamically name. We are giving dynamical, right? For the dynamically adding name, we need to give the dynamic parameter here. So then only it will take name. So let me stop and let me run again. Let me stop and let me run again. So URI variable does not have name. So that is what it is saying, missing parameters. So missing path variable. So let me run again. So let me run again. So let me run in a debug mode. Debug as server. Debug on server. So save. So next, finish. So let me put the debug here. So then you will understand. Fine. So I'm clearing the console now. Again, here I'm giving, right. So after hello, just I will give Raju. Just I'm entering. So switch. So it is coming here debug, right? We are giving debug. So it is coming here. So whatever we are passing the name, it is coming, right? So it is coming. So Spring with the help of handler mapping, the dispatch servlet is taking the exact path and the controller is coming here, hello name. So whatever we are giving here. So if you click on the step over, here is the step over or F6. Here you can click the F6 in keyboard or you can click here. So I'm clicking F6. So now your output string is hello, welcome to our first project, first Spring MVC project, Raju. So whatever we are constructing the string here. So let me check. So this is what it is printing here. So are we getting a return here? Not, right? We are not getting here. So even though I'm giving, we are not getting the response here. Why we are not getting the response part? We are not handling properly in our application. So we are getting the output in a console, but we are not getting the output in a browser, which means we are not returning a response properly to the calling place. So what it is, we will check now. So here in the employee controller, here we are saying a request mapping, but we didn't added any response body here, response of this body. So we are not adding a response body from Spring 4 onwards. We have a response body instead of a model view object. Otherwise, it should be model view object. So we are not using a model view object here, and also we are not using any response body here. So you need to add response body. So then only the response will come to the calling place. Then only the response will return to the this is also Spring web annotation. So now you can stop and you can run again. So now you can run again. So whenever you are running, then it will be available here. So again, debug and server. Again, I'm saving whatever I did the changes. Next and finish. So each and every time you need to deploy manually to the in this server. So that is what an external dependency. So here you can click. You can click again. So it is coming here. So F6, I'm clicking F6. Again, I'm getting the output in the console, and here is the return. Now we are giving the response body, right? Definitely it will come on the console. So open. Okay. So it is taking by default Visual Studio. So in default, if you are installing Visual Studio in your local, automatically it will take and it will give the response here. So instead of that, we can copy this. Where it is the, yeah, we can copy this and we can open from the browser. Are you able to see my browser, right? Yeah, I'm clicking that link. So I'm clicking that link and I'm resuming. If you see here, are we getting response or not? Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Are you clear? So whatever it is, Spring MVC, we discussed, we read from our documentation. We executed our the Spring MVC project, right? We executed. So just okay, fine. So if you change the name, so automatically it will we change the name, automatically dynamically that response will be come. So it is coming, right? So like that we can get. So this is what a Spring MVC application before Spring Boot. So what are the things we need to do manually? You need to know. So first of all, you need to add this versions. First of all, the version dependency. So you need to add the particular versions of a Spring framework, and also the versions of a Tomcat server. So some Tomcat servers may not handle the higher versions. If you are using Tomcat 6 or 5, they will not support a Spring higher version. They will support the Spring lower versions called like Spring 3 like versions. So if you are using higher versions, maybe this higher version will be supported. There is a version complication is there. First of all, that is the one disadvantage from this application. And second one, this is not a RESTful application. This is a normal web application. You can write RESTful application also. Still, there is a lot of drawbacks are there. One is the version complication, and second one is the manual configuration. So you need to configure all our classes in an XML file, as well as you need to define a deployment descriptor. Deployment descriptor in the sense, this project description we need to give. This is the dispatcher servlet, is the front controller of our project, of my project. So like that, you need to give this configuration file. Along with that, if you have more number of packages, you need to give the packages or base package star or component scan, base package comma package name, like that. You need to do the component scan through this XML file. So these are the things we need to, if you want to run this application, we need an external server called Tomcat server. That server you need to see. That server, where is the server? You can open here, servers. So that server you need to configure like this. So these are the things you are depending on this Spring MVC application. So if it is a Spring Boot, so that is the reason Spring people are invented Spring Boot. It is a production ready code. How it is a production ready code? The same application we will do now the using Spring Boot. So can I write that project? Can I go Spring Boot sample application? Just I'm stopping this. Okay. Do you have any doubts here from the project one?
No.
No, right?
No.
The same
No.
application we will do using Spring Boot. So how it will be, we will see now. Only sample application only. Tomorrow we will see the full application. Today only sample application. Yeah. So here you can open Spring Boot starter project. So all the dependencies. What is the starter? Starter is nothing but a all the dependencies Spring Boot people considered as a one dependency, one starter. So that is the reason you can create a Spring Boot starter project. So Spring starter project is nothing but a inside Spring Boot. So just I'm finishing. See, last time Bogeshwara is asked to add dependencies from this place. Now the Spring Boot is allowing you to select the dependencies here only without versions. Versions also it will take care of. The Spring Boot will take care. So
Okay.
now you can give the project name here. So project 2 hyphen 20 sorry project 2 hyphen 2021 hyphen. So we no need to practice the Spring MVC 1, Spring MVC 5 project. So if you don't have Tomcat server, you can ignore. But you should know before starting a Spring Boot, you should know what are the hurdles we faced from the Spring MVC. So that is the reason I written project 1 as a Spring MVC. We did project 1, so we don't need to do, but we need to know what are the hurdles are facing manually, a lot of configurations manually, a lot of XML files in the Spring Boot. In the Spring Boot, you will not find any XML configuration file. This is the auto configurations. The Spring Boot by default auto configurations, by default production ready code. How it is a production ready code? I will tell you now. So Spring project 2 2021 March Spring Boot demo project, demo or sample. So now you can give the here group ID. So com dot, what is our base package? So com dot, here it is there, right? So com dot march dot batch dot sorry Spring Boot dot demo, Spring Boot demo. So the same I'm giving a here package name also here. So whatever the project name, the artifact ID should be same. Of course, artifact by default copy from the name. So it will take. So now you can go next. So now here is the available starters. You can check. You can simply click the web. So automatically Spring here. See, here is the Spring Web. Here is the React Spring Web. This is another module, React Web Services. This is the Spring Web Services. So what is the web and web services? When you are working a RESTful services, you can use this web. When you are working a SOAP services, you can use the Spring Web Service. So this is the main reason, web and web services. So we need only web only. Just I'm finishing. So how it will be, project structure will become. You no need to add any project, any package here. So automatically by default, the starter project will give all the project structure here. So you can see now. So along with the main class, and also whatever we are adding a Spring Web, by default that web starter is come up with the embedded Tomcat server. Now you can delete your configuration server here. No need this server now. So now you can delete the web. Automatically it will come embedded Tomcat server. Internally the web starter, it is come up with the Tomcat server. So I'm deleting it. It is importing the web related. Now we are deleting also. Deleted. You can delete the servers. We no need now. So now here see, SRC main Java is there. SRC main resource is there. SRC test Java is there. Test projects also is there. So now you can open the form.xml. So see, it is coming from starter dependency as a web starter. So Java 11th version it is taken. So what is version I have? Java 8 only. So I'm putting the 8 only. Fine. So the parent project is the Spring. The latest version, it is automatically taken. You no need to give the versions also. So there is no version compatibility. So there is no external Tomcat dependency. Whatever it is coming the Spring Boot starter web, it is by default it is coming along with the Tomcat server also. So we have a Tomcat server also along with this dependency. fine. So why it is giving this color marks? You need to give the proper path. So that is the reason it is showing error. So properties and manual dependencies, it is showing 11, right? So we need to give the 8. So that is the reason it is showing. So project facts. So in the project facts, you need to select the Java version. So 1.8. So apply and close. So automatically it will go. So after installing. So you need to take no build path. So edit. You can select Java 8. Java 8, it is showing JRE, right? Alternative JRE. So JDK, you can finish. So now the error will gone. So if you apply, that error mark will gone. So now it is a perfectly, the project path is set. So now here the base package is coming. You don't need to write whatever you are giving a base package, it is coming inside the base package. Inside the base package, it is coming a main class. It is the starting point of our application. So this is the starting point of our application. So here @Spring Boot application. So this is the annotation. It is the combo of if you click here @Spring Boot configuration. So it will automatically configure the things. Enable auto configuration, which means the auto configuration thing was enabled. The auto configuration event was enabled. So you don't need to configure web.xml or any servlet.xml. All configurations it will take care of. And the component scan also it will take care. It will already scan whatever you are writing in the inside this project. If you are writing any things in external of this project, you need to scan. So here you don't need to scan if you are writing any inside this only. So component scan. So these are the things. Component scan, enable auto configuration and configuration. So these are the things are internally coming with this internal configuration. Internally coming with the Spring Boot application. So now fine. So you can write here one controller. So one class called controller. So what is employee controller. So I already told you, if you want to make this as a Spring Bean, you need to give the controller. But here our Spring Boot by default it is a web RESTful service. So you need to give the @REST controller. @REST controller. So @REST controller. Fine. So now you can write. I will tell you. So what is the return type here mainly? So return type is very, very important. Please concentrate on this. So here public response entity. So why? Because response entity of object. Why I'm giving a response entity of object is in a generic way? I will tell you. Get employee details. Get employee details. I'm not giving anything. So return null. First of all, I will add null. Then I will add this. See, what is this response entity? So response entity is nothing but a HTTP related response. So what is HTTP? Hypertext transfer protocol. So whatever you are giving calling a request to here, the request should be format of HTTP protocol only. So that is the reason I am giving a response entity. So previous project, are we throwing any status codes here? So here simply we are returning a response body as a string type we are throwing. So here we are not telling anything about success and failure of this operation. So front-end people, how the front-end people will know whether we are getting a success response or whether we are getting a failure response? They don't know, right? So that is the reason here in the REST applications we need to add a response entity. This response, in the response entity we can say HTTP status of this API. HTTP status along with the response, along with the HTTP entity, we can add response status also, which means HTTP status. You know, right? HTTP status codes 200, 404, 500, 200, 201. So some HTTP codes are there. So based on our operation, we can add that status of this return type as a status for this event. We can return. So you can add. This is the get operation, right? From the Spring file, we have a get mapping. So here you don't need to give the anything here. So automatically it will come here. So inside the get mapping, you can give the simply you can give the method path of this this method. So slash employee, simply employee. So automatically thus it will here the URL pattern automatically it will take. So you don't need to give the mention any URL pattern here. So here we are getting fine. So now let me add the employee object here also class. So employee object. So I'm having employee object where I'm defining some fields. So private. We can give the string also return type, but I want to give the some little bit more here. So private string MPID. Just one more. String. Oh, fine. So let me create setters and getters to hold the. See here, if you click here, source. In the source, we can add generate setters and getters. Automatically, it will show the feeds. Select all. So simply generate. So it will automatically generate. Okay. So and also you can add toString. So it will come like this. So fine. toString also. Otherwise, it will come as an object. So here we have an employee object, right? Here you can prepare the values here. So employee equals to new employee. So here you can give the e. So employee dot this result we may get later from the database, but I want to prepare a response here. So employee dot set employee ID is 100. So I can add employee dot set name Veera. Employee dot set. Don't confuse it. Just we are preparing a dummy data as a return type. Okay. Address. Hyderabad. So this response we may get from the external service, or we may get
Why
from
can't
the
you take
database.
address as a separate object?
Yeah, we can take, no issue, we can take. But here the sorry, we can take address separate object, no issue. So just we are preparing some dummy data here. Don't concentrate in more in depth here. We will add later.
Okay, sir. So,
Fine. Yeah. So now you can return response entity here. So here new you can give the here. So otherwise you can tell the here response entity as a return type, right? You can write equals to null. So now you can prepare the response here. Response equals to new response. This is object, right? We need to create a response here. New response, sorry. Response entity of object. Object of we need to say it is expecting object as well as status. HTTP status dot okay. Okay. So this is what it is expecting. See, here is the object, right? So here is the object. Just if you return here, automatically that it will go on. Fine. So let me, yeah. So here is the response entity of object, right? So this object will
Response
replace that.
entity is only for status check, or is there any other thing also we can check it, Raju? For response, can we?
Yeah, response entity. See, whenever we are giving to consuming external service, if the other people wants to consuming your this service project to MV Spring Boot demo project, so we need to give the response entity as a return type of our API. So whenever we are giving a like a get mapping and a return type of this response entity, this method with the name we can call it as a this is the get employee details API. This is not a simple method. This is the API of our REST service. So that is the reason we need to give the response entity as a return type of our API. So this object will be replaced by what we are returning here. This may be employee object. This may be list of employee objects, or this may be map of employee objects. So dynamically it will take, it is considered as an object here. So whether it is a list of employees, whether it is a map of employees, dynamically will take, it is an object. Why? Because our in Java object is a superclass of all, right? So dynamically it will take, instead if you are giving employee, in future you may return list of employees. At that time you need to change this return type. So instead of multiple times changing based on the requirement, you can give the in a generic way. Got it?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Now see how it is, how simple it is to running our application. So just I'm right clicking this. I'm cleaning the project first of all. So how simple it is. So simply right click, run as a Spring Boot application. Run as Spring Boot application. If you run this, fine. Why it is giving like this? Fine. Let me install. Let me install. When we are installing, it is downloading the required dependencies. Fine. Yeah. So fine. All are running. All are, say, dependencies are downloading. First time it will download. So fine. Now now you can run as Spring Boot application. Now it is running. See, our application is started 8080. So the default port number of our project Tomcat server is 8080. If you want to change this port number, you can change here. Here application properties is there. You can define the port number. Let me run. Later we can change. So let me run now. So localhost, right? The project localhost. So what is the here? What is the path here? Controller, just /employee, right? /employee. Let me run /employee. So let me get. So are we getting or not? Response in the JSON format. So
Yeah,
we
we
don't
didn't
need
declare the JSON format. How it is by default it's taken, sir.
Yeah, good question. Good question. So Spring Boot from the Spring 5, automatically it is having a message converters. So and also we didn't give the response as a produce as a application by JSON. By default it will take as a JSON as a request and JSON as a response. So by default it will give the anything you can give, it will give as a JSON as an output. So by default it will give the JSON output. You no need to mention explicitly I need a JSON output. So the default behavior of a REST service in a Spring Boot, a JSON format. Okay, so that is the reason we are getting JSON. So now okay, fine. So if it is so our time is also gone. So later I can add how we can test our application. Okay, if I am developing this application, I know what are the APIs are available from this service, from this project, or from this microservice. So if Bogeshwara is want to test my application, how Bogeshwara know what are the APIs are implemented in this application without opening this controller? Obviously you don't know. Of course, if 11 wants to test my application as a developer of my team, so how 11 know? Also you don't know. Why? Because we are not documented all these APIs. If it is a SOAP service, we have a visitor document where we can find all the requests and responses of each and every API. But here in REST service, by default, we don't have that kind of documentation. For that, we need to use Swagger. Swagger is the one third-party software component or third-party jar. Using that, we can provide documentation for our RESTful service as well as a user interface for testing our application. From that user interface, we can find all the APIs under employee controller. So that is what Swagger. We will use the Swagger. We will integrate the Swagger our next project. Okay. How to test a RESTful application or how to document our RESTful application, we will learn from the Swagger. Okay.
Sure.
Got it. And let me
From next class, you'll integrate Swagger to this.
Yes. Next class I will integrate, and let me add these two projects in my GitHub so that you people can directly download. So
sure, and share this video also for any reference.
Yeah, I will share. No issue. Yeah, I am. Yeah. Okay. Actually, after stopping, it will convert. Okay. No issue. I will give you. So I am opening this GitHub of my account. So. GitHub, yeah. Let me create a repository. How to create a repository you can see, and how to upload the project you can see. So let me sign in. Let me sign in. So let me sign in. Where this text? So where it is? Let me sign in the GitHub. So okay. So fine. Let me sign in and let me create a repository. So whenever you want to create a repository, you can create here. So take the project name as a repository. So our first project. So yeah, this is the new repository, and this is the public, so that you people will available. This project will be available. Just I'm creating a project here. So by default, it is giving some link here. Just I'm copying this link, and I'm go to my project. Just I'm right clicking this. So right now it will not show any option. First of all, you need to create a local repository. From that local repository, you need to commit the code. So share project, it is it will show the create repository. So you can take and create a repository. So by default, it will create a repository. Now, just I'm stopping the class, all the classes. So okay, no issue. So now team. Now it is showing the commit. So if you commit here, so all the classes will come here. So what are all the SRC classes only you need to write form.xml and web.xml. This is the MVC project, right? So web.xml, form.xml you need, and no need to add all the targets here. So SRC employee controller you need, and SRC dispatch servlet XML. Only form.xml and web.xml and dispatch servlet, these two kavali. So form.xml also we need, employee control, only 4 classes, only 4. So other than that, nothing is there in SRC, and nothing is there. I know. So fine. So you can add some comments here. Viraju and implemented in MVC 5 project. So you already copied this path, right? You already copied this path. So this path is available here. Whenever you are committing and push, it will automatically take that path. So whatever you have copied that path is automatically take here. So you need to give the username and password here. So what is my username? GitHub username. So what is my username? This is not my username. So this is what my username, and this is what my password. Let me give. Okay, next. So automatically it will, yeah. So I'm copying this path and finishing. So if you're refreshing here, it project automatically come here. So yeah, this is what project. You need to download here. Simply you need to download zip here. and you can import the project from here. So if you click here, I'm closing this. If you click here, import project. So you need to go from your path. Okay, it will automatically take. So this is what done, and I'm giving this link here. So this is what project, right? Let me give the project one here. So yeah, this is what project one. So now I'm creating a project 2. Now I'm creating a project 2 here. So let me come here. Let me create one more repository. What is the repository name? This is the project 2 Spring Boot demo. Project 2 Spring Boot demo. Let me create a Spring Boot demo. Let me come here. Okay, project 2. So I'm giving here. This is also public, so you people can access. Just I'm copying this, and also I'm clicking a right click here. Just I'm sharing team. I'm sharing share project. So you need to create a repository here. So then only you can commit the code. So just I'm committing the code. So what is the SRC? SRC Java, SRC test, forward XML, and SRC this one and this one, and application properties. So what are the SRC code is there? You need to copy, you need to select and drag and drop here. So these are the things you should not commit these files. Those files are automatically generated by the ID. So commit, you need to add commit like this. So whenever you are committing code in your real time experience, so just think what you did. The thing is you need to mention implemented Spring Boot demo service. Fine. So automatically it will take that project, whatever you are copying there you can take. So previously you added the username and password, automatically it will store here. So let me commit. Let me finish. Let me copy this part. Just I'm finishing. Now you can refresh here. So automatically the project will come. You can download here zip, you can expand, and you can import the project. So let me share this project also. And you people can follow my GitHub, so that whenever I'm adding the public repositories, you will get a notification and you can download. You can follow. You can click the following link here. So automatically you will get the notifications whenever I'm adding a new repositories. Now fine. So let me upload my drive. Let me upload. So let me check whether it is done or not. So here documents, you are able to see my screen, right? Documents. So what is the yesterday code? 27 10:30. So not 27 10:30, not this one. We are having a 27 previous day, right? So what is this 27? Let me check. Here. If it is this we need, right? Okay, fine. Introduction we need. So introduction we need. So 2021 25th. Okay, fine. Let me upload this one. Let me upload file. And the documentations. June and June. So miss power cut. Okay, fine. No issue. So here 25th 10:30. Yeah. So yeah, group here. This is not a group here. This is not right. Let me check one more time. What file I need to upload? Java training here group A. What is this one? Okay, fine. This is the one. Okay, that is the file only. I'm uploading. Just confirmation. I'm seeing once again. Upload files. So in front of you only I'm uploading. Let me upload this one. Yeah, it is uploading. So it is uploading. So less than 1 minute. It is showing less than 1 minute. So it is MP4 file. Less than 1 minute. It is uploading. Give me a moment. So I will share this link also. So after that, whenever it is converting a video, then I will automatically upload a respective place and I will share the link. So yeah, this is uploading. So let me see this.
And give the permissions to us also.
So
Download
where is the permissions? So share is the loading, right? So copy link and please check if you are not permission. I will give. Please check this link. Anyone can check.
Be able to download that one video, sir.
You can click and download. So if you are able to download, okay, no issue. If still it is asking permissions, so we will check.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, 11.
Hello.
11. Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Raju, it's saying you need
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, Bogus. Yeah, 11. It is a permissions, right? It is asking permissions, huh?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's asking for permission.
Hello.
Yeah,
You're able to
Jane,
hear me?
anyone
Yeah,
with
yeah, we can hear you, Sumesh. Hello.
Yeah. Sorry. Power cut and log. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, now you can download. Now you can download. 11.
Yeah,
Now you can check.
Yeah, I can download it now. Yeah.
Okay, fine. So we need to give the permissions and let me upload one more file. So let me upload one more file, yesterday class or today class. I think today class. So if I stop, it will convert into the video. So I will upload later this one. So
Okay.
you can download if I stop, it will take some time to prepare the video. Then I will upload. Okay.
Okay.
So as of now, in your hand, you have two projects and one introduction demo. So today class I will upload. Today class is enough to learn Spring MVC and Spring Boot class. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Fine. Yeah. Thank you, friends. We will meet next class. Okay.
Okay. Okay, Raju.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Bogisara, you have any doubts?
No doubt, sir. I will set up project from today. I will try
Okay.
to.
Okay.
If I'm any
Okay,
doubt,
cool.
I will get back to you, sir.
Okay. Fine. Fine. Yeah. Thank you. So and
Thank you,
also
Raju.
please download STS 3.99. Okay.
Why,
Okay.
sir?
Yes.
I'm using Eclipse, another one, no? But it's a
Yeah,
office, no issue, right?
No issue, but if it is office laptop, sometimes office laptop is not allowing to public repositories. If your office laptop is able to allow public repositories, it is fine. So sometimes there is a restriction based on the project. So if your office laptop is allowing you,
I'm not using the public repository. I will be trying to write the code myself.
okay,
Seeing
fine.
the videos and I will try like.
No, you can use public repository, no issue. But sometimes the dependencies we added public, right? So sometimes most of the offices will give their repository instead of model repository. They will download all the repositories, respective repository. They will maintain some project level repositories. So from that repositories you can download. It will allow. So you need to check whether your project is allowing public repositories or not. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, thank you, guys. I'm closing the meeting. Okay.